Most dash mounts sold right now will absolutely fail on your dashboard. Not because they're junk, but because your dashboard is textured. And a suction cup physically cannot seal on a textured surface. We are looking at the 5 best phone mounts for your dashboard in 2026.
And we're going to show you exactly how to pick the one that will actually survive.
Just think about that pebbled grain on modern car interiors. Suction cup physically cannot create a vacuum on that kind of surface. You'll see boxes out there claiming 85 pounds of suction power, and sure, that's completely true if you're talking about clean glass in a climate-controlled lab sitting right at 70 degrees. But your dashboard in the middle of July is not 70 degrees. It is 150 degrees. I actually learned this the hard way on Interstate 10 outside Phoenix. It was 112 degrees, I was doing 75 miles per hour in the middle lane, and my suction gel mount, which had been totally fine all spring long, just softened up and completely let go. The whole assembly dropped, my phone bounced hard off the center console and landed way down in the footwell, still shouting out turn-by-turn directions from beneath the pedals.
And that right there is the real danger. It's not just about your phone screen breaking. It's about your very human instinct to reach down toward the floorboards while you're traveling at 75 miles per hour. A mount is just a simple convenience item right up until the exact moment it becomes a life-or-death safety item.
To save yourself from 90% of bad purchases out there, you must answer 3 mandatory questions before you buy. Number 1, what is your dash surface? If you have smooth plastic, suction works. But if you've got pebbled or fake leather, you absolutely need adhesive. No way around it. Marcus. 2, what's your phone type? An iPhone 12 or newer has MagSafe built right in, making magnetic mounts the fastest thing you'll ever use in a car. Android users, you're going to need a Q2 system or stick to a trusty mechanical clamp. And question 3, do you need it to charge the phone because adding charging tacks on about 30 to 60 bucks and puts another messy cable right in the middle of your cabin?
Starting our list at pick number 5 is the iOttie Easy One Touch 6, sitting right around $15 to $25. This is the ultimate beginner mount. It uses a really clever spring-loaded clamp. You literally just push the phone backward against the trigger, the arms snap shut on their own, and you're done. Just one hand.
It also features an 8-inch telescoping arm, which is brilliant for bringing the phone closer to you on those really deep dashboards. But the real sleeper feature here is the sticky gel suction base. Every single suction mount eventually dies, from dust, not age. With this one, you just pop it off, wash the gel right under the tap, let it air dry, and the grip comes entirely back to life.
Coming in at number 4 is the VANMASS 3-in-1 suction mount, which goes for roughly $26. This is our dedicated pick for rough roads. What sets this apart is its staggering 36-month warranty. A 3-year warranty on a $26 part tells you the manufacturer genuinely expects it to survive. It's heavily built for lifted trucks, washboard dirt roads, and constant heavy vibration. And here's a spec nobody advertises. Suction cups actually fail from vibration long before they fail from holding too much static weight.
Now, for the real car enthusiasts out there, if you own a vehicle with a gorgeous interior and the mere thought of leaving a suction cup ring on your pristine dashboard makes you physically ill, you have to look at ProClip custom mounts. They range from $29 to $125, and these are entirely vehicle-specific. They physically clip right into your existing dashboard seams. There's no adhesive, there's no suction, and absolutely no marks left behind whatsoever.
On to number 3, we've got the Scosche MagicMount Pro 2, running between $25 and $45. This incredibly low-profile mount sits just an inch off your dash, so it's never going to block your view out the windshield. It uses N52 neodymium magnets, which happens to be the strongest commercially available grade right now. And I have to publicly admit right here, I was wrong about modern magnets. MagSafe on an iPhone inside a proper case simply does not slide off over speed bumps anymore.
Actually, we have to stop right here to bust a major myth. Magnets will not hurt your phone. This is a leftover panic from the 1990s when computers had physical spinning hard drives inside them. Your modern smartphone hasn't had a spinning disk in it ever. A strong magnet might nudge your compass reading for a split second, but that is literally the entire extent of the risk.
This brings us to number 2, the Peak Design car mount. It's $49.95 for the standard version, or you can step up to about $80 if you want the Qi 2 charging. I love it because it's completely machined aluminum, has zero rattle, and uses a solid mechanical latch along with the magnets.
Yeah, but I remain heavily skeptical of this one.
Why?
Because to actually use that full mechanical latch, you are forced to buy Peak Design's specific phone case, which tacks on another $40 to $60. You're taking your $50 mount and turning it into a $100 ecosystem.
But here is a massive warning if you choose that Peak Design mount, or any mount like it, because it relies on 3M VHB adhesive. For that specific adhesive to properly bond, the dashboard surface must be at least 60 degrees Fahrenheit. You have to scrub it with an alcohol wipe, let it completely dry, press it on hard, and leave it completely untouched for 24 solid hours. You stick it on a cold dashboard in a freezing January driveway, and I guarantee it will peel right off. That's not a manufacturing defect, that is just chemistry.
And now, our number one pick, the ESR HaloLock Key 2. It's an astounding $22 for the plain magnetic version. It boasts 1,600 grams of magnetic hold and features a really smart low-profile ball joint that adjusts without tools and actually stays put. It completely outperforms mounts 3 to 4 times its price purely because a magnet and a stiff ball joint have almost absolutely nothing inside them that can break.
But ESR also makes a $36 to $40 CryoBoost version of that exact same mount with a built-in fan. Now, why does a fan matter? Because of thermal throttling. When your phone gets hot from the blazing summer sun and from the wireless charging itself, it severely limits its charging speed to protect its own battery. Your fast 15-watt charger suddenly drops off a cliff to 7 watts. In summer stop-and-go traffic with GPS navigation running, a passive mount can actually cause your phone to lose battery percentage while it's actively plugged in.
But what if you demand the absolute top-shelf premium active cooling? I have to defend the iOttie Velox Pro QI 2.2. It's $64.99, it features an actual 9-blade fan, a semiconductor cooling chip, and charges at a blazing 25 watts. But look at the math! You're spending 70% more money for cold air and maybe 15 minutes of faster charging time? Listen, for a performance enthusiast, having your phone at 90% instead of 40% when you finally reach your destination is absolutely worth it.
Let's rapidly run through the 5 common, expensive, and sometimes extremely dangerous mistakes you need to avoid. Number 1. Failing to prep and dry the surface. You must use that alcohol pad and let it flash dry for 60 seconds.
Number 2. Using suction on a textured dash. It just doesn't work.
3. Obstructing airbags, which we'll look at closer in just a second. 4. Buying a cheap, weak case to pair up with an expensive magnetic mount. And 5. Leaving a suction mount stuck to your hot dash for a week straight in the dead of summer. The gel can literally cure to the plastic and permanently rip up your dashboard finish. Going back to mistake number 3, this is a critical safety warning. Do not mount your phone anywhere near the passenger airbag seam. Dean, take a very close look at your car's dash right now. That seam you see is not a fun, aesthetic styling line. That is the actual airbag door. If you mount your phone right there, you're returning a solid metal and glass block into a high-speed projectile in an accident.
The ultimate choice really comes down to your priority as a driver. The ESR HaloLock offers unmatched reliability for just $22. If your dash is smooth, you're entirely done. Or do you demand the premium active cooling of the iOttie Velox Pro for $65, ensuring peak device performance in the dead of August heat? Both are absolute top-tier choices based on the specs, but which philosophy